Merry meet, guys. This is my fourth time trying to upload this video, and I really didn't want to disappoint you guys. Um, so this week, by the way, I'm Houston. Welcome back to Witches of the Moon. I'm your Wednesday host. This week we are talking about magical oils, and I am recording off my phone. Something is going on with my computer, and I'll figure it out. And me and my partner are working on a new setup for my digital camera. So we'll figure that out in the next couple weeks. If I did download some movie editing software or video editing software. So there's that. So I'll be working a little bit more and get a lot of the awkward silences out, I guess. But that's just me. So this week we are talking about magical oils, and I do apologize if you see me looking this way. I'm just used to my camera's right there. Sorry. We're talking about magical oils this week, and I wanted to share two scented or essential oils that I use a lot in my practice, and I also wanted to share with you a oil recipe that a deviation of an oil or a magical water that I've gotten from Lady Grave Dancer. I'm going to try to speak up so you guys can hear me. So the first oil that I want to talk about is Patchouli. I know it's going to be backwards on there, but these guys I got from Walmart. I know people aren't going to not like me for that, but I got them from Walmart for about $5. They're 1 fluid ounce. They are scented oil. They're not the. I don't believe they're the purified strain of the oil, or it'd be a lot more expensive instead of $5 across the board for each of them. I have a ton of these in different scents. I think I have cedarwood, I have clary sage, I have lemon, sandalwood, mandarin. I have a spiritual blend. They have blends too, so that's kind of cool. But for me, patchouli, it smells like dirt. But for me, it gets me into the mood of witchcraft, which is raw and earthy, and it really does balance out my emotional state. And so when I have a really shitty day, either at work or just in general, I'm just feeling like crap, I will put some of this in my cool mist diffuser that my partner got me, and I will have it just go on. It's set on a timer, and I'll have it go for that amount of time, 1 hour, 2 hours, or 6 hours, or just have it on. I like to do the timer, and it kind of helps with breathing in that scent. It kind of helps me balance my energies and my emotions, and puts me in a better place than what I if I didn't have it with me. I don't use I'm a little afraid to put these on my skin because they say essential oil for aromatherapy, and I don't want to experiment with putting it in an olive oil or a jojoba or grapeseed oil, safflower oil, whatever, because if I get the mixture wrong, it can send me to the hospital or make me have a reaction, because I have sensitive skin, and I'll break out in a burn, or I'll break out in hives, and I'd rather not do that. So I'll skip the putting it on me unless it's a perfume oil, which I do have a few of those. I don't have any patchouli, which is weird, but I do have a few of those that I can rub on, and they're just perfume, body oils, I guess you could say. So that's one of my favorites. With patchouli, I like anointing candles, mixing it with anointing candles for balance. So if I feel that either myself or the house or the land is out of balance, I will get a tea light or a 7-day novella candle, puncture a hole in it and put a couple drops of patchouli oil in the candle, and I'll enchant it for balancing, and I'll let it burn, and when it heats up the oil, and that diffuses it into the air, and ta-da, magic of aromatherapy and candle magic combined. Just being funny. So that's one of the ways I use patchouli oil. There are many other ways and many other things you can use patchouli for, like gaining money, getting a job, being a little bit more confident. That's one of the things I like about it too. And being stable, emotionally stable. The next oil that I wanted to talk about, or the next essential oil before I get to the recipe, is peppermint. I love mint. If you guys haven't been following me for a while, I do have a chronic stomach condition, and if I don't take my meds, I can end up in the hospital. So I do take meds daily. But one of the things, like if I'm having a really bad day and I am either overly nauseous or my stomach is torn to shreds, which it happens from time to time, even on my meds, I always carry a tin of Altoid mints. I have, if you ever talk to my partner, you can ask him. They're everywhere. They're all around the house. But I usually have a tin of Altoid mints in my bag that I take with me to work, or that I have in my car. So if I'm going anywhere, or in the house, so if I'm going anywhere and my stomach flares up, or I feel really nauseous and I don't have my medication with me, I can just put an Altoid under my tongue and it'll calm my stomach down and calm my nausea. But if I don't have any mints with me or at the house, I can put peppermint oil in my diffuser, and the scent of it will help calm my stomach, even if it's not as potent as having an Altoid under my tongue. This is more for a healing. Even though the bottle says relaxing, peppermint is relaxing, but I see and I connect more to peppermint more so in healing, because it does help heal the pain of my stomach and what's happening in my stomach area when I do have a flare up. Peppermint and any of the mint family, I think that and spearmint, they're really helpful in just the sharpness of the mint. It's also good if you want to wake up, helping you wake up if you don't have coffee around. Getting peppermint oil is a good thing to help wake you up, and also open your nostrils if you can't breathe like I can't right now. Also, another thing, one thing I like to do with peppermint and spearmint is I feel that they are kickstarters. So I add them to candle spells or sachets or any kind of spell, like if I want it to like speed up. Like I can also add coffee, but I use peppermint or spearmint instead. So now with that, let's go on to the oil that I want to share. This oil, it's not, like I said, it's not really an oil. It's tobacco water. And this is a deviation of Lady Grave Dancer's formula. It is 90% isopropyl alcohol and tobacco. She added I believe she added a couple other ingredients. I didn't have those on hand, so I just did the basic tobacco and alcohol. It's used for cleansing, so it's kind of like your old homemade version of witch hazel, which you can use to cleanse candles, you can use to cleanse bags, or any other item you want, just to be careful on the dissolving properties. So I used this the other night. I put it on a cotton pad, and I used it to clean a candle that I have going, just to cleanse it of the energy that, it got when it was at the store, and to kind of make it my own. And that's one way you can use it there. She does another way when she uses it another way. When she cleanses her house, she goes out on her front steps after it's all done, writes out her intention in chalk, pours a little bit of tobacco water on it, and lights it on fire, and it's out. The magic is out, and it's there. But like I said, I'm gonna link the video below of her video, and I will, and you can see how she makes it. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I really do apologize for the technical difficulties and malfunctions and all that jazz. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and until next week, many blessings.